night. The only section member is allowed to carry a 40mm high explosive round, and you're allowed to carry, when permitted, the M112 block demolition charges. Additionally, if needed, you're allowed to carry a small selection of coloured smoke grenades for signalling measures. I'll cover those a little bit later. And you're also allowed to carry flare rounds for your UGL, but it should be used in low light operations. But you can also carry concealments. You carry the 44 smoke grenade as well. So those are things you can kind of put on your kit for the majority. Fuck's sake, Miguel, you right beside my head. Oh, God. Right, cool. Although you may see it fit to use a 40mm in a situation, it is your responsibility to await or request from your IC or your 2IC permission before engaging. And this is for two important reasons. Both your ICs are on platoon net, and they have a better understanding of the current battle environment. So you could be like, yeah, fuck it, let's going to fire a 40 mic into that position, but you might just wipe out a fellow section member, or you might hit some civilians, or who knows, but your ICs tend to have a better environmental, like a situational awareness of what's going on. But they also have equipment that can track movements of friendly units. So they've got your C-tab, where we just have our micro dagger, and the C-tab shows where the other sections are, so they can kind of figure that shit out. So yeah, by the end of this course, you'll be able to use safely and efficiently explosives that any type of explosive that's available to the 6AB platoon. Only FSG will be able to use other fancier things, but I think they only have access to a different type of demolition block. Cool. So first off, we have got the L85A3, which is your rifle, and the UGL, which is your L123A3. Don't memorize this. It is not going to be on the test. But you're looking at for your rifle is an effective range between 500 and 800 meters, and your UGL is your max control range, which is 350 meters, and that's how much your sights can go up to. You might want to memorize these because they're quite handy. Your suppression hit radius for your HE 40 mics are 24 meters. So if you shoot 40 mics, it will suppress anybody within 24 meters. There is a danger area of 60 meters. That is, if somebody is within 60 meters of an explosion of a 40 mic, they have a potential of getting hit by shrapnel, and that's added by ASUS or AS3. You can also have HEDP ones. I don't really see too much of a difference through testing between those two grenades, so I just recommend packing your HEs. Yeah, cool. So despite the platoon sorry, just before I move on, is there any questions just about like the equipment you're going to be using, or is there, you happy enough?
Question.
What's your question?
The 800 meters was for the rifle, right? And
yeah,
the 350 was for the UGL?
Yeah, exactly. So the 350 meters, that's the maximum range of the sights on your UGL. But I don't want to get too in depth into the math of it, but you can aim slightly more up, and it does go in an arc, so you can kind of get it a little bit further. But you know, your actual effective range is 350 meters. But if you kind of know what you're doing, you can get a little bit further. But you can go through that in your own time. You're using 5.56 as well, so if you shoot somebody at 800 meters, you might not take them down. You might take a couple shots as well. So try and keep your rifle within 500 meters of the enemy. Cool. Right. So, is everybody else happy?
60 meters was the blast range. What was 24 meters?
24 meters is suppression. So, for instance, if you got an AI, right, and you shoot a 40 mic within 24 meters of that AI, that AI will immediately jump to the floor. If it's a player, their hearing will be gone, and they'll also get a massive sort of like not desync, but like a weird shit going on with their screen.
Know about it, yeah.
So you might have experienced it in the past, but that's the range that you get that suppression area. That might be set by LAM suppression, or it might be set by ACE. Who knows? But that's the settings that are on the server right now. Cool. Any other questions just about the equipment? Fantastic. Cool. So despite the section, despite the platoon and or section having a signaler attached, there could be moments when a section needs to signal their location to friendly units within the AO. ICs will carry coloured smoke, but the Grenadier carries some too, and can only be used by the permission of the IC. Flares are also for a similar use, will be used in low light operations where visibility may be an issue with smoke. They can also be used with night vision, so depending on the light level, you can shoot up a flare, and then that'll help you with your night vision. We don't actually have IR flares, which would be quite handy if the enemy don't have night vision, but we do. But that's a conversation for another day. Generally, the SOPs right now for color is red for enemy, green for friendly, blue for helicopter landing sites, and purple for CCP/medevac. Any questions about that?
Yeah, can you go over them colours again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
red's for baddies, green's for goodies, blue's for helicopter landing sites, and purple is for CCPs and medevac. You might also as well, if you're playing in an operation where, like, you know, it's like World War II, or if you don't have your C-tabs, etc., you could use your purple smoke to signal merge. So say you're in a shitty situation, you're faffing around in the EAS medical settings or window, you could be like, just go to the purple smoke, and then they should see that from a while away. So if shit hits the fan, you can do that. Cool. So just quickly going along, we've got most of the talking bit done. We'll be going over the flagpole next. We're going to talk about concealment. Actually, fuck this shit. Let's do that now. Cool. So if you go over the flagpole, you should see a smoke training area. Just quickly checking.
He's gone. Smoke training.
I'm free. Let's hide from him quick.
I'm sure you can't see me. I have confidence.
Yeah, I'm hiding as well. We're so well camouflaged.
Can't see me at all.
This is a
The,
stupid.
the children.
Did that scarecrow just speak?
He's hiding.
Can I shoot
They
him?
have
Can I shoot him?
I didn't even see.
Boom!
we did hide. Well then.
Good.
Can I,
Frankie
can I
Kelly had some
practice?
questions.
Can I shoot him?
Oh,
So, red for enemies, blue for landing, purple for medevac, and where's the other one?
Greens for friendly.
Like friendlies.
Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of these smoke signals are stuff that you might not use on your day to day. But having this as an SOP is really handy to say in sort of not normal ops. So say, for instance, your radios go down, you don't have C-tabs. There's a loads of different situations where you can't effectively communicate over radio to your other sections. And that's why smokes are really, really, really handy. So you can use smokes to sort of signify different things to friendly elements. I know, yes, we have got laser designators and all sorts of really fancy shit, but a Grenadier shooting a red smoke at any position and getting the fuck out of dodge is a really good way to tell any friendly cast that there's an enemy presence in that location, and we can just sort of fuck them up, you know what I mean? So that'll just be outlined in the operation that night, or your ICs will tell you, hey, something's gone wrong, they want you to use this type of smoke to do this specific thing. It's an SOP, but things can change in the night. Spittle might forget, you know, Lewis, somebody whoever might not know this, and it comes down the chain that, hey, this smoke's going to mean something else tonight. Just be prepared for that. But that, as it stands right now, is how we sort out our smoke, and anybody who does this training will kind of know that moving forward as well.
what does SOP mean?
Standard operating procedure.
Ah.
Cool. So let's go down this direction over here. And we have ourselves a little bit of a concealment thing right now. So essentially, if you have smokes, like actual smoke grenades on your person, they'll be useful for this part.
I only have two. I only have white smoke.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. This stuff might seem really, really basic, but it's a really good thing to know. So, As well as handheld smoke grenades, Grenadiers also carry white or yellow UGL smoke rounds. These are used for concealment only. Just like their handheld counterparts, the advantage of using UGL smoke rounds rather than handheld smokes is the distance at which they can be deployed. The UGL smoke rounds are extremely useful at covering either large open areas or disguising movements. Concealment needs to be deployed accurately to give the best effect, which is where the advantage of the UGL comes in. You can fire that fucking smoke grenade right in their face, you know what I mean? And that's handy. This means that smoke rounds can be used to conceal a specific area to block the enemy's line of sight. Smoke rounds can also be followed with a HE round to confuse the enemy as to your location. So right here, we've got T-junction. And down there, we've got a fixed position. So in order to sort of demonstrate this point, what we're going to do is try to see if we can get our section from that side of the road. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong goddamn button. From this side of the road to that side of the road. So, first off, let's do it the first way around. We're going to chuck some smoke into the middle of the road. So I want a volunteer who is going to sit in that gun and not shoot anybody, but just report back just to see.
Shoot
what's
everyone.
easy.
Shoot everyone.
Good
It's
stuff.
me. I'll shoot
Right.
everyone.
I know you seen went first.
Okay,
Get out of there.
go
Come on,
ahead.
get there.
Let him go.
Yeah, go on. Go on, you say.
Right,
Go on.
No, let him go.
Yeah,
go on,
go.
Miguel.
Don't fucking let
Bitches
Miguel
first.
go. They'll fucking
Yeah,
kill
we
us
will
all.
all die. was it Jarhead, that scene where the like
Really,
recruit just
I
stands up?
I was really going to shoot you
No,
guys.
I was just saying. Cool. Right,
He
so
laughed.
first off, sorry you saying. Cool. So first off, what we're gonna do is just gonna pop like an actual handheld smoke and just chuck it into the middle of that opening right over there. Tell us when you're set. You seen?
Wait, you guys on fucking net?
Yeah,
1-1-1.
1-1. Cool. So what we'll do is McGinn, get yourself a handheld smoke. Just chuck it
Yep.
into that middle of the road. Everybody get into a column formation, set up behind that house over there. And as soon as that smoke flares, what we're gonna do is gonna fucking jog it across that road in a column. Okay?
Yes,
Right
sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
You're saying if you can see somebody, call it over
That bounced bad. Can I throw another?
Yeah, go for it.
Holy shit.
Oh, it fucking bounced even worse. Last man set.
I still think there's enough smoke.
Go, on you go, Mac. Yeah, double time it.
Yeah, we're not going to cross like this.
I got told jog, right?
Sorry, my mistake. Thanks.
Damn.
You didn't see shit.
If you had waited 5 more seconds, I wouldn't have been able to see you.
Oh, you still you saw us?
They're singing.
It's all
anthems,
only
and
at the
ITV
beginning.
Gave me ads.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there was a little break on the first bit.
Right, lads. So basically, there's a few different reasons why that smoke might not be the best. It's mainly concealing our position, but it's also blinding us as well. So essentially, you see him at the other end, he could probably actually have a massive zone where he could see around where the smoke is. And it's also signaling to the enemy, hey, we're smoking this G-junction. I wonder what we're going to do next. So essentially, that's probably why that type of smoke in most situations might not be the most effective. So we're going to wait 2 seconds here until the smoke flares.
Collins, give me 5 minutes. I need to take care of a problem here in my house.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, you're saying, get set, we're going to do the same process again.
Yeah, I'm set.
Can I get a volunteer to load a white smoke grenade into their grenade? UGL, sorry. And I want somebody, let's take a look. Yeah, let's go for Niels. I want you to get me a smoke grenade sort of over there to our northwest at 335 generally. You can go over to the wall over there and sort of peek around the corner.
Yep, I'm pretty sure yeah.
And use as much smoke as you feel fit. Yes, everybody getting calm. Behind Niels.
Oh, I'm stuck on headlock. Ah! There we go.
Nice one. Did you see anybody cross?
No.
Fantastic. You can leave the gun now and come back up to our position.
Everybody, congratulate our beautiful assistant. Thank you very much, UC.
Yeah.
Nice one, cool. So yeah, so using that type of strategy right there is it's a very small situation right now. Most of the time, we can just probably flank and fuck that like sort of MG up. But if you're dealing with an entire section of hostiles, that's a really good part to smoke the enemy's position. Then you can sort of engage, suppress, and then maneuver on the enemy. So if you're assaulting a position, what you want to do is saturate that area, the enemy's position, with smoke. What your SBF position can do then is suppress them. They don't need to hit them. They just need to make sure that they're suppressed, while your maneuver element flanks that enemy and destroys them. So with that smoke right up into Yusin's face, most likely he would see a lot less of the terrain than if you smoked the position that you're going to be running into. Most likely, if Yusin didn't know where we were going, and you smoked his position, he'd be scanning around going, oh, they're going to pop up beside that building, or they're going to pop up over this berm or that tree, etc. Whereas if you just smoked beside the tree or beside the berm, he'd be like, okay, cool, somebody's going to come over that position. Let's just start lighting it up and doing some counter suppression on that position. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Fantastic, cool. Yeah, sweet. So, do we have any questions around concealment or anything to do with your UGL in regards to smoke of any color?
Yes. Did you say for concealment was it white and yellow, or did I hear yellow? Did I not hear yellow?
You heard white and yellow. So those are the two types of smoke that you can use to conceal your position or obstruct in any position. I've tested every kit that's been used on this server in our mod set, and all of them actually can obscure enemy AI. There is a rumor going around that some types of smoke can't. For the mod we use, 3CB, every single color of smoke can obscure enemy AI. From testing, my recommendation is to make sure that the smoke is fully saturated and you use more than one smoke grenade. And then what will happen is the AI won't shoot at you. You could literally probably walk around in the middle of that road, do fucking push-ups. If that area beside that machine gun is saturated completely with smoke, and the AI just won't know you're there. So definitely, if you're fighting AI, smoke's a very good thing to use because you can do a lot of maneuvering around them. But just make sure it's flared and make sure you're using a lot of smoke. So if they see you through a crack or whatever, they'll just start suppressing. Cool. Right. Nice. Cool. Let's go to our next part where we're going to talk about the underbarrel grenade launcher. I'm going to talk about the 40 mics. Let's follow me.
Were we supposed to grab grenades before we?
Nah, the big grenades there.
All right, okay.
Alright, 2
You
seconds. I'm
have
just going to
failed
quickly find the right one. Yeah, it's L123A3 training 1, so that's the one we're going to.
The first one? Shit.
Hello? Miguel, if you can go to the flag and go to L123A3 training 1.
Come.
Copy.
This looks like a fun range, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of red dots around here that we
They
can
look
sort
like
of fuck up.
LED dots. You know what I mean?
Right, have we got Miguel?
Yeah.
Sweet. What part of that last bit did you miss, Miguel? Or what did you?
We're
What's the
talking
last?
about the smokes, and that's it.
Yeah, cool. So essentially, in a nutshell, make sure you smoke like not. Make sure you fire smoke grenades right in the enemy's face instead of where you're about to run to. The reason being is because you want to obstruct as much of their position as humanly possible, and if the smoke's right there, concealing their position, they can see jack shit. Whereas if you just suppress like the position you're going to run to, most likely they'll just start saturating that area of fire. So that's essentially the nuts and bolts of what I was trying to go through there.
Gotcha. If you ask
What
me,
else
I
over
will
here?
describe what a smoke is. Gotcha.
Cool. Nice one. Cool. So if you follow me, let's get into this little
Cheating with
underground
rangefinders.
area.
No.
If you need any UGLs, just grab them from this box here. Try not to take too much. Just to make
Ooh,
this-
targets. You have targets. Cool, guys. Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy. Even had more targets there. Fancy, fancy,
got
fancy.
5.
That's it. That's it. Cool. So, along with the standard L85A3 that the majority of your section will carry, the Grenadier also has an underslung grenade launcher, which is an UGL. This fires 40mm high explosive rounds to a range of 350 meters. For this training, you'll be using the L85A3 with the L123A3 ladder sight. That's a lot of military shit, but essentially
Jesus Christ.
it's the thing that shoots the thing.
With
Remember?
the plebby side.
And this is in red at
Can I
McCarthy's
shoot you with
request.
this thing?
So this is a red with McCarthy's request. So remember, HE rounds are not to be used whenever you like. The 40 mic HE rounds are only to be used in the specific target that is decided on and ordered by your IC. So I'm just going to put that into a practical sense. So whenever I'm running around with Jones in 1-1, I'll ask him, hey, am I lightning free? And he goes, yeah, you're cool. Or I'll say, am I lightning free? And he goes, no, don't do that. A section is such and such a way. Or, hey, mate, you're fucking 100 meters or 50 meters away from that contact. If you shoot that grenade, you're going to fuck the whole section up. So, like, although, you know, doing this qual, we might be understanding, okay, cool, I know a lot about this weapon system. It is still good to go by your ICs. They've been on the server a long time. They know how shit works. Trust their judgment. Ask them, can I use this? You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I go around it. So, yeah. So as part of the IC or 2IC group range indication and type of fire call, you should be provided with the range of the target. If you're missing a range or permission from your IC, a quick call over the net, you should be fine. So, you know, if you get a grit from your ICs and they don't give you a range, or you don't know if you're lightning free, just ask them. It's totally fine. It's a lot better than asking them than just, you know, doing it anyway. So remember that your maximum control range is 350 meters, and anything over that will be anyone's guess if you accurately hit the target. Some people are quite good at ranging these, but, you know, your rifle has a max effective range of 500 meters. So you may as well, at that stage, if you're firing grenades and not hitting anything, you may as well just shoot the fucker in the head, you know what I mean? Like, why waste your time trying to take them out with HE if they're out of your effective range?
Wait, quick one.
Yeah, what's up?
What did you? Sorry, what was the 500-meter range? What's that about? Sorry.
Yeah, 500. So your rifle, so your actual gun is it's an effective range of between like 500 and, well, it's a lot shorter than that, but essentially, you can use your gun up to 800 meters, but the max effective range is 500 meters of your actual 5.56 bullets.
Oh yeah, got ya.
So anything over than that, you're probably kind of not in a good range. You want to get closer. And yeah, so and 60 meters. So yeah, and additionally, the max suppression range of your 40 mics is 60 meters as well, and this can cause serious harm to your section if ranged to 60 meters or less. So this obviously is really situationally. This is situationally, but you should really not be using your 40 mics under 100 meters away from your section. And to be honest, ICs, I'd say, if somebody asks you to engage a target that's less than 100 meters, I'd probably just say no, because there's a really high likelihood that even if they're very good, it might fuck up one of your section members or something might go awry, etc. So try and keep them from doing that, you know what I mean? Cool. One thing to remember about the 40 mic smoke is that it bounces fucking everywhere whenever you shoot. So make sure you take that into consideration of the terrain whenever attempting to conceal an area. And McCarthy's forgotten to take the put a little picture, but on that board. But we'll sort that out for another training. But does anybody know about like forward slopes and reverse slopes and stuff like that?
No.
Cool. So a forward slope. So say for instance we're standing. Let me see. So yeah, if you all come over here. Oh fuck! How do I describe this without standing on a goddamn hill? Right. So we are currently in the valley, right? So that right there in front of us is the convex slope, okay? And that means it's kind of like the front of the hill. On top of that hill is what you call the topographical crest. And then
Do
at
we
the
need
other...
to know this?
No, you don't need to know this, but
Okay.
essentially, if you're shooting it uphill, try and shoot over the target so it bounces down. If you're shooting downhill, shoot in front of the target so it rolls under its feet. Okay?
Wait, but isn't not on impact?
No, not the smoke. The 40 mag
Oh,
mic is on
okay.
impact, but the smoke grenades, they're going to roll around everywhere and bounce and shit. So if you're trying to shoot these targets up there, you can see they're actually on a really steep slope, but it's going to bounce. So try and keep the grenade to the feet of the target. So then whenever you do hit that target with your smoke, it will bounce towards the enemy. Unless you're really unlucky. And if we're looking down on those enemies, if you're shooting at the targets who are uphill from you, shoot over their heads so the smoke rolls down behind them. If you're shooting down at an enemy, shoot before the enemy so it bounces over them, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
Did that make any fucking sense? Because
Yeah,
it's
it
a lot
did.
easier with the thing. Cool.
It's more like common sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Cool. Nice. So let's do a bit of a practical test on this. So
Yay!
let's see. How many folk we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh
Let
fuck.
me
1, 2,
shoot this
3,
bitch.
4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Right. So let's get ourselves all set up in a position over here. So get yourself set up on the sandbags to our east, facing uphill.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
We need smokes for this.
Yeah. We need smokes for this.
I'm going to squish in this one with
Neil,
you,
there's
Flinders.
a little
Yeah.
position for you at the northern side of this.
Rog.
I'm ready, boss.
Yeah.
Thanks for the scream.
Yeah, so if you get your... this is for everybody as well, just 2 seconds. So if you want to change the type of grenade you have, press F until your little ladder comes up on your screen, and then use the scroll wheel to change the type of grenade that you have, and then middle mouse button to put the grenade into your system. Do they call them appliances in the army? I have no fucking clue. Did you hurt yourself, Mika?
More spots, are there?
Right. What I'll do is I'll give you the grit.
Are we going to shoot HE or just?
Smoke for another time being. Cool. Contact section. 200 meters. 069. Fire smoke once. Did I get that grit right?
I think it's a bit, I don't know.
Oh well. Cool. Right, let's do that again. So we got contacts. Section 150 meters, northeast 071. Smoke grenade one time.
Oh, perfect! Perfect! Look at that smoke! I hit the fucking guy in the head, like you told me.
Just watched Harry Kane miss the easiest goal of his life.
Nice one. Cool. Stay in your current positions now. Sweet. So yeah, that looks like it's quite good. I think 1 or 2 went a little bit high, but that's fine. I think the majority of the fire, the smoke, sort of concealed their entire position, so that's pretty good.
loops.
Did anybody notice the smokes are bouncing around? Did they go generally where you want them to?
It didn't roll as much as I thought it would.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep, it landed where I shot.
And the wind didn't blow the smoke as much as I thought it would. That's why my first red shot was off to the right.
Cuckoo. Takes a fucking while for this shit to clear. Alright, fuck it. Let's get some HE on the go. So load up one HE grenade into your UGL.
Give me a sec, boss.
Is all good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice one. Contact section 150 meters, northeast 070, one time HE.
Look at that, perfect.
Fantastic. Section 200 meters, northeast 066, one time HE.
Just give me the call already. I'm shooting that good.
Fantastic, fantastic. Cool. Right, let's go to our right. So this time we're going to be shooting at a little bit of sort of weird position here.
That's left.
That is left, yes. I'm like,
Fuck. Right, get yourself set up in the new sandbags position.
Oh, this is a shit position, this one.
They all are, man.
Terrible where
And it's a penalty for Kane. Can he sink it?
Who plays this? I need to know. Who plays this?
Collins is a bush in my view.
That's fine, you don't need to use the sandbags.
But
Just adapt and overcome. Right lads, we're just going to do is slightly different. It's going to be, instead of going on a slope, we're just going to do it on a flat ground. So we have got section 226 meters, north 012, one times HE.
Say again.
Section 226 north 006, one times HE.
what? 226. What is he talking about?
Now you lost
Direction?
me, Collins. You said 226 bearing?
No, 226 range, and then bearing is north. Sweet, took out 3.
With the equalizer.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. Cool. Yep, it's completely saturated the area. A bunch of targets got hit. Let's go back in.
Retreat.
We are so back.
Yeah, cool. So because that fucking thing's not there, so I'll not go over in too much detail any of this sort of stuff here. So yeah, those are the two different types of ones. Let's go to training 2. It's in the hills somewhere around here, so you can shoot downhill and give you a feeling about how that'll feel. So follow me. Sorry, before I move forward, any questions? Jump around me, guys, for questions.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Cool.
Can't
Are we-
think of any.
Have you got any questions, any comments, any thoughts?
Nope.
Fantastic. Let's go to training 2.
They won't hold it for long, Flinders.
No, I'll be fine. Matt,
L,
we've got
1, 2,
match
3,
fixing
S3,
because that
3,
really should not have been a pen. England versus Netherlands, and it's the semi-final.
I hope the Netherlands win.
No, England wins.
Oh my god, the shadow's terrible on this one as well.
Not been a penalty, and yet we got one.
It makes it look flat and weird.
Wait,
Yeah,
are
what?
you on about the shadows?
Yeah, if you stand here and look at that ammo box, it looks completely wrong. Look at it.
It does
I don't
look
have
a
any
bit
shadows.
weird.
And it's got no shadow on the floor. Look, it just looks horrendous.
That's
Gonna
my
lose.
favorite
The
It's
pen.
sun
not
drives
even
me
there,
nuts.
mate.
It's
No, it's like it should have. We've all got shadows.
Great Shadow Legends.
it's fucking weird.
Oh my god. Can I shoot him already?
So many rabbits in the field.
This training sponsored by Raid Shadow
Where,
Legends.
where?
Well, you can't see them. I can see like 4 rabbits in front of me.
3,
So can I.
4,
Oh,
5.
fuck 'em up.
Permission to engage.
Nah, not yet. Get yourself some smoke on the go.
Fuck, I think I loaded a flare. No shit, Sherlock. I need to remain with them.
He's all ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. Cool. So, section range 175 meters. Northeast 072, 1 smoke.
Damn, mine was shit.
Well,
That's fine. Let's do a repeat. So correction, try and go for instead of directly northeast. Let's go 070 for our bearing. Fire 1 smoke.
That was HE.
who was that?
One of them might have been me. I've got to be honest.
Was I meant to fire HE?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, just 2 seconds here. I'll check to see I can check that. Yeah, so on the top right hand side it should say white smoker, whatever you have in your barrel. So so try not to do that.
Yeah, I ran out of red smoke and it automatically reloaded an HE instead of a white smoke.
Alright, anybody who fired a HE, just fire into the smoke so I can see if you got it close.
Done.
Nice. Cool, fantastic. So that was the practical test, really, of this training. We're gonna do a little
I
bit
must
more.
have failed then.
That's
No.
it? That's it?
No. We still got handheld, and we still have explosives.
Oh, a
to do,
flare.
so let's get a fucking work. Shake a leg.
Listen, I have
So squid
32.
circle.
I have 32 HE. All right, just saying.
32?
Yeah.
For a piss.
You
Gotcha.
should have like 10.
You greedy bastard.
I'm armed to the teeth.
32. You not leave.
Yes.
You need to leave some for the rest of the fucking
To be
platoon.
fair, I do
Jesus
remember
Christ.
going into what was someone who'd take like 40 religiously.
Collins, I'll send you the
Is it
YouTube.
called yeah?
I'll send you the YouTube
No.
clip of me nailing an HVT target with a 40 mic from the top from a tree line about 150 meters out. I just saw movement, instinctively shot at it, and literally
Give him the call
you just see
already.
the guy get ragdolled in the air from it perfectly.
That's fucking funny.
You
What
can
the
use
fuck? I just
you
realized
can
someone
use
shot a
it.
flare.
Oh, did the
That
that's
was not me. That was not
Oh
me.
yeah.
cool. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned. Did I mention the minimum arming range of the UGLs?
Yes.
Cool.
That was 100 meters.
No. The minimum arming range. So how close to the target you can shoot it, where it won't go off.
You didn't, but you
25.
Yeah, that's fine.
you didn't. But I've done that a couple of times, like putting it into the trench side close to me if we're trying to shoot out of a
much is it?
trench and it doesn't go off.
Yeah, it's 12 meters. So
12, okay.
yeah, it's roughly 12 meters. So
So
if
if
you're with
you're further than 12, it's gonna arm.
Exactly, but
Before
be careful about that. Like, if it is anything over the minimum arming range, you're well within its like fatal damage radius. So if you do manage to go off, you might get pretty fucked up. And we're gonna go over how to like use close range explosives with your handheld grenades soon. But yeah, you might want to use the same sort of tactics. That remember, if it's anything under 100, don't use it. Essentially.
It's not the same for
yeah.
smoke though, is it? Smoke goes
No.
off at any like close range as well, doesn't it? Like you can shoot the deck and it goes off.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So yeah, cool. Right. So that there's basically the first quarter of this training. I'll try and speed through the rest, but yeah, we're going to be doing handheld next. So let's go to our lovely poll. Has anybody got any questions about the UGL just before we move on?
I'm gonna shoot more.
Cool.
Got a point. It's
That's
a lot easier shooting downhill than it was uphill.
I found the other way around.
Did I say
And
harder?
we
or
are
easier?
going
Targets.
to grenade training.
Give
Grenade
me
training.
humans to
easier.
shoot
I
at.
need.
Granata.
Alright, skill circle first.
I call that.
Call them on what?
Right. So this is how I would recommend to use grenades. So
What?
right now, the sort of standard thing we do at RTW is to say let's bind that to double G to avoid the use of grenading a base, grenading when you don't want to. I agree with that, but I would strongly recommending actually just unbinding your vanilla grenade keybind altogether. And the reason being is because ACE has a really, really good grenade functionality on it. So everybody make sure that you have a smoke grenade in your sort of set up using whatever keybind you have to set that up, and then press Control and G.
Shit. Right.
I used all.
Didn't do anything.
It's because
Sorry, it's Shift
I'm on
G,
the
Shift G, my
private.
bad.
I'm on the private.
Oh, you don't have your
account.
keybind set up
No,
on
I
that
don't
account.
have a keybind set up.
Oh, okay,
fuck.
cool.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah, so Shift G.
Shift G.
Yeah, so Shift G is what you're going to be able to find is your ACE interaction thing, right? I would recommend using this all the time if you have the ability, because if you see that little white line, that gives you an indication of where you think it might go. You can also scroll to change the type of throw that you do. So if you're throwing it over a fucking wall, or if you're chucking it across a field, you have that functionality. Additionally, with smokes, you can prime the smoke and chuck it.
Can I get a hit of your vape?
Okay.
So you've got a fuck ton of functionality with that type of thing.
Let me do it with a grenade.
No.
You can cook a grenade, but I wouldn't recommend it. The reason being
Oh,
is
let me
because
try it.
I'll do that in spare time, Miguel.
let's try
Go
over
stand
in a
over there.
secure area when we can actually do it. So yeah, I'd strongly recommend doing it for that above reasons. So we use the M67 grenade. It can be thrown between 40 and 50 meters. The lethal damage radius is reported to be approximately 10 meters, afflicting potential damage out to about 15 meters, while its fragments can be found up to 220 meters away from the center of its blast zone. So it's a pretty fucking intense bit of kit. I've done my own testing. It'll kill somebody within 10 meters. It'll hurt somebody within 16. And that suppression that we talked about early on is up to 25 meters. So if you chuck that grenade, you're not going to be able to chuck that most of the time over 25 meters away. So get behind some fucking cover because you will get suppressed and you'll be less effective.
You're
So-
talking about the armor, right? The lethal force.
Sorry, say again?
lethal range,
Second.
right? But you said you said 10 meters of lethal radius
Yeah.
of the grenade, but you talked about
Exactly.
an armor, right?
Yeah, that's an ArmA. The 200. I don't know why I said, but anyway, in ArmA, I have tested that it'll kill anybody within 10 meters of it. It'll hurt anybody within 16, and it'll suppress anybody with 25. Outside of 25, they won't even know it's there. So if you do want to hit someone with a grenade, try and make sure you're within at least 25 meters of them to suppress them. If you want to fuck them up, go within 10 meters, and they should be pretty much down for the out for the count, essentially. So I will talk you through the process of it's not actually here anymore, but yeah. So essentially, if you follow me,
I have a random question, quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Say we were all bunched up and an enemy threw a grenade at us. For whatever reason was bunched up, we shouldn't be, I know. And I dived on said grenade. Would it save the rest of the section?
I didn't test that. If so, what you need to do, if you
Test it now.
what, right, what you
Because I
need
know
to
it
do.
works in Reforger. It works in
I'll be the
Reforger.
thrower.
Does it? Fucking hell! Right.
Yeah, it does.
Right. Let's get back on track. We only have a certain time to do this. So if you do get hit with, if a grenade comes towards your section, what you're supposed to do is see the grenade, turn around, run as fast as you can, and dive to the bottom, making sure that your feet are facing the grenade. So as long as you're running away and you get down before that grenade goes off, keep your feet towards the grenade. Even going prone and keep your feet towards the grenade will have massive bleeding on your legs, but your medic can just tourniquet your legs. You're fine. It's your head and it's your body that you're worried about. So keep them as far away from the grenade as possible. Your legs will block it. So yeah, it's a lot easier for the medics to get you up if only your legs aren't red or whatever, massive bleeding, etc.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
So
fine.
so follow me.
Your wife doesn't need your legs, just your penis.
Hey. That's some
Alright.
out of pocket stuff.
So I'm gonna chuck a grenade right now. So right now, whenever there's two different types of fighting position here. So you have your like sort of crouch position, and you also have your standing position right here. And how you throw a grenade over these positions is different. So I'm going to show you how to do it over the standing position. So first off, what you do is you take a look at your target, press Shift G in order to line up your shot. You say over the net, frag out, chuck your grenade, take a kneeling stance. Everybody get down. Cool.
Hurt me.
So then, that's you behind cover. It takes out the enemy, and then you're behind cover. Next up is the crouch position. So you are crouched. You get your grenade set up, aim towards the enemy. Say frag out over the short range. Throw your grenade and go into a prone position. There you go. You can also hear as well, Ace is shooting shrapnel around this position as well. That can cause you damage. So, standing position, throw grenade, take a knee, shout frag out, chuck the grenade, take a knee, good to go. If you're in a crouch position, shout frag out, throw the grenade, go to your prone position, and then you should be okay. So everybody get yourself set up in these little bunkers. Everybody in the standing position first.
I will let you send throw it and then I throw it.
Shut up.
There you go, you crouch for me. You crouch for me.
Right, guys, as soon as you're ready, Miguel, you can go after you seeing this done. So what I want to hear is over the range, the short range.
Jesus!
Just say frag out whenever you're ready. Make sure it's over the net. Cool. So, everybody, I want you to hit. So it's going to be like 50. Fuck. 2 seconds. I'll calculate. Who cares? Aim towards those guys to our front with a grenade. Pretty much now.
Frag out.
Frag out. Frag out.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Nice one. You seeing you up?
Frag out.
Perfect. Cool. If you need more grenades, go get them. If you don't, get yourself over to the sandbags into a kneeling position.
We just need the one, or should we take a few more?
Nah, you still need one more of the explosive grenades.
Yeah, by the way, I have bad knees, so.
Shut up.
He's an old man. You can't have a go at him for that.
Yeah, man, what the fuck?
Right, same as before. As soon as you're ready, chuck your say frag out, chuck your grenade, go into a prone position.
Frag out.
Frag out. Frag out.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Fantastic. Cool. Let's get school circle behind this big fucking thing here.
Are we going to use more grenades? Because I have
Nope.
Yes.
I have 30 grenades.
Don't worry about it.
Cool. This is just a really short one, but it's really just about the sort of core of this part of the training is just if you chuck a grenade, make sure that you're in cover, but most importantly, make sure you stay over the net, frag out, because it's been like I'm sure everybody in this unit knows there's been a position where you're about to throw a grenade. And then just somebody else just runs into the building, or you're the second in the stack, or something happens, somebody else jumps in, you throw a grenade, shit hits the fan. Everybody knows about a position where somebody else is hit by a grenade. So if you're throwing a grenade, make sure you say frag out over the net. If you are going to do anything and somebody shouts frag out, you'll probably memorize their voice by now, but keep an eye on what you're doing and make sure you're not breaching any buildings at the same time as they're saying frag out.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would we give it a second or two before we throw the frag after we shout frag out, just in case there is someone fucking Usain Bolting it towards the location?
Yeah, so most of the time, whenever you're going to be in this position where you're using a handheld grenade, is you're going to be stacking up outside a building. So you're going to go up to start stacking to breach a building. The breacher would say 2 prep grenade. 2 would then prep the grenade. They'd say frag out over the net. Ideally, your breacher's going to be the first person in that room. They're also going to be covering the door for you. So in that position, you should be okay. Additionally, but the only thing is, you might have somebody else trying to go down the back door or something like that, or you might have friendlies inside that building already. So yeah, definitely give them a few seconds. Or who knows, another section might hear frag out and they'll be like, fuck, no, we got friendlies here, So yeah, give it a few seconds if you need to. But I think that's very situational. You might be getting fucked and you might need to clear that building ASAP because you're not going to frag any old building. You're going to frag a building you know there's enemies in. So use your own judgment on that one. But yeah, the most important thing is communicate. Make sure everybody knows you're about to blow the fuck out of that building.
Another question.
Yep.
Would you ever announce the direction you're throwing the frag, or is that again situational? Like, let's say I'm throwing a frag. Like, let's say we're here. We're getting battered from the west and the north, but there's some buildings here. Would I shout, "Oh, I'm throwing a frag to the north"?
Yeah, I suppose so. Like,
Not common sense again, I guess.
See, whenever as a Grenadier, if you're chucking a smoke in a certain direction, you may as well use your UGL.
Okay.
So, and the thing is, the SOPs are quite strict around UGLs, but I just kind of use the same ideas around your grenade as well. If you're going to use grenades, your IC is going to instruct you to do so. So say, for instance, that there, like sandbags, is an enemy position. They're going to say, right, we're going to go into a line formation, take that wall. Everybody in the section is going to throw a grenade over that wall. And then and as soon as we hear splash, we're going to jump over and assault the position. Something like that, you know what I mean? Or your point man is going to be stacking up, say, for instance, in that door over there. He's going to say, 2, prep grenade. You're going to prep that grenade then. So, most of the time you would be told when to use a grenade. And if you're not doing situations kind of like that, I'd always recommend, if they're over 100 meters, ask permission from your IC to use your UGL, because it's like 10 times more accurate than your grenade,
Got you.
Cool. Any more questions? Fantastic. Cool. Let's go blow up some cars.
Yeah.
My wet dream.
So it's explosive training at the bottom.
Right, you can really tell that you and McCarthy designed this.
True. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Dibs.
The IRA assault course.
Oh, I know this.
Explosives for me. Oh my yes, thank
What
you.
do we need? Is it just the 112s?
Yeah, the 112s, the 183s are they're super secret, and only our overlords in FSG are allowed to use them.
How many do we need?
Get yourselves 1 each. I'm gonna show off the first one just so. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get yourselves 2.
How many
yourself
does
two.
it take?
Yes, baby. Yes.
Do we need a firing device?
Yes. Make sure you all have a firing device. You just need one of those though.
Why are you taking my GLs? What the fuck? Yo.
Fuck you, fuck you.
Yo. That's a bullshit. That's a
Right.
bullshit.
I have
We're
45.
biting
Alright, lads,
into
good circle. Let's we're just gonna
That is
fucking go rapid fire
bullshit,
through this.
bro.
The reason why is probably because we might not ever use this because we have FSG now, who is probably going to do this anyway. But let's get you all trained up. Hopefully, if we're all trained in Grenadier, we know we have this. We'll be able to do it in the future. So, the Grenadier must only place, and must is in capitals, bold, and in red. Only place and detonate explosives when expressly ordered to by their IC. Because there's only a limited amount of them, they take a lot of space. And they're probably there for a specific purpose. So if the bods get given fucking explosives, you know shit's gonna go sideways. But like, at least we know what to do. You're qualified now to use these explosives. Hopefully, we'll be all right. Cool. So once permission has been given and the target is designated, the Grenadier will approach the target. When he has reached the target, he will begin placing the explosives. It is essential that the communications clearly over section radio with the following stages as appropriate. So in order to pass this, you need to say placing explosives when you're placing them, explosives placed once they're placed, and as soon as you've connected your firing device, explosives armed. After informing his IC that the explosives are armed, he will regroup with Charlie Fire Team, who will be waiting at a safe distance. This is going to be 60 meters at minimum, okay? Anything more, I go for it, but you need to get as far away from that as possible. The section IC will announce Charlie 1, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, out. At that stage then, your Grenadier will be able to basically use the explosive, okay? Only when you hear IC say fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, you will then set off the explosive. If your fire team's fucked, if your IC's fucked, 2 IC, and after that, I think the things are wrap, but you know, what your 3 IC does is between you and them. So yeah, let's go over to a vehicle and place one of these explosives.
So what
Can you go through the? Can you go?
Sorry, I forgot to ask if you have. Do you guys have any questions?
No, just clarifying. So you're basically saying normally the ICs are getting fucked. Gotcha.
What was
No,
you
no,
saying,
that's-
Eldon?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you own one.
Yeah. So it's what you're saying: placing explosives, explosive set, explosive armed. Yeah.
Exactly. For you as an IC, what the important thing is to do, you should announce it over platoon net. Charlie 1, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, out. That'll then signal to the rest of the platoon you're going to set off that explosive. Make sure that your guy's right behind you, and
Gotcha.
then he'll be able to set those explosives off at that time, just in case something happens.
Yep.
Can you repeat the first 3 again?
Yep.
The placing
So-
explosives.
Placing explosives, explosives placed, explosive set, explosives armed. Then you get the fuck out of Dodge. Well, we're gonna-
60 meters.
We're gonna go over that right now. Cool. So let's go down to this truck.
Fuck.
Nice, cool. So if you get over to this truck, you can self-interact in ACE. Go to explosives, go place, then M112 demolition block. What you do then, placing explosives, when you attach it to the vehicle, you then
I
look,
can't taste it.
go around the vehicle. You should be able to place it on a surface.
Is that self-interact or just Windows screen?
Self-interact.
Self-interact.
Cool. Next up, you hold down just the ACE button and click on Interactions. Set a trigger. What's really important right now is you attach it to the M152 RAMs. Then say explosives placed, and then finally, once you connect it to its trigger, say explosives armed.
Can you walk me through again the
Explosives armed.
steps?
Say again, you see?
Can you
Explosive
walk me
set,
through the steps again?
Fuck me.
explosive armed,
Nice one, you saying what's up?
what Yeldon said.
Yeah, certainly. So, self-interact.
Won't
Then
blow
you
it up
see
with Eldon.
explosives in the bottom right-hand side.
You won't trigger it. You won't do it.
How do I clap?
Right now.
How do I clap?
You wouldn't
That's
dare
actually fair to
detonate it.
say.
You wouldn't do it,
Before
Neil.
Wink, wink,
they
nudge,
place
nudge.
explosives, put on the vehicle, explosive place, and then if you just press the middle of the Ace Interact button and you look at
Guys
it,
just did
you
one.
should see select the trigger.
Fucking
so
Miguel
if
planted
you
about 6 on it.
click
I
that,
can
make
guarantee you
sure
that.
you put it on
I
timer,
put-
make sure
I
you
put
it
three.
on your firing device.
And I have
Cool.
6
fantastic,
more.
Nice one. That is then we get the fuck out of Dodge.
Has everybody placed their explosives?
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Fantastic. Let's get out of here. It's weird how I'm showing you guys how to fucking set up bombs and shit. How much is the timer, by the way?
Design this course.
What is the timer, by the way? How long is the timer? Did somebody set timer? No. Okay, so
Yeah, it was
it's
60 seconds, wasn't it?
maybe. Yeah, 60 seconds. Nice one. So as soon as you are ready, I will imitate the IC. So prep. Charlie, Charlie 1. This is 1-1. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole. Over.
Feels good.
Wait, one detonation detonate all the others.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and it was me.
Right, guys, let's line up in teams of 2.
Can we ever get you fucker?
Hello there.
You're my friend.
Yeah.
You're my friend.
You gonna swap the big gun for the Gren now?
I don't think so.
my
I'm keeping the big gun. It's fun though. It is fun.
I have a friend.
He's just arrested.
It's like fucking Borat just walks in then.
You basically told him you
Very
will be
nice.
my
I have a friend.
Step 1. It is.
Nice.
Right, I just wanted to check that.
I have
Right,
a friend. He is my friend.
Right, you two are not under arrest. Can you go forward now and start the explosive placing process? One on the left, one on the right.
Oh,
There should
where?
be 2 positions over there that you can go and set your explosives. Make sure you do it over the short range just so I can hear you. Nice. Next.
What are we
is
putting
Mac.
bombs on?
Whenever they're finished, you can go.
No. What are we putting bombs on? Because there just appear to be like nothing in these pens.
Each other. There is artillery piece in the right one, and then there's an ambulance in the left one.
Yo, I'm doing war crimes. Let's go.
We'll keep that to ourselves.
All right. Placing explosives.
Placing explosives.
Explosives placed.
Explosives placed.
Explosives armed.
Explosives armed.
Hello, Charlie, Charlie 1. This is 1-1 Charlie. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole. Over.
Motherfucker, how can I fix this? Oh my god, how the fuck you fix this?
Cool. Next up is McGinn and Mac. Make your way down.
How the fuck I fix this?
Wait, I'm
Fix,
not really-
fix what?
Don't tell me.
You want us to go up to the one to the right?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
One of you go to one, and the others go to the other. So one go left, one go right.
You use a button on your
Sprint a
keyboard.
bit. Sprint a bit.
There are 10 of them. That's my clue.
Sprint of them.
Well,
Sprint a bit. It should fix.
I will place this.
Hey, hey.
You will.
Place an explosive.
If you push one of the
Place an
numbers,
explosive.
What do you mean?
Explosive placed.
Oh,
Explosive placed.
Explosive armed.
Explosive mount.
How many explosives you going to set? Come on, make it fun.
Let me guess.
Look
Your
at my
explosion
backpack.
is gonna be like
Look at my
and then
backpack.
it's gonna be like I'm not gonna look at your I know already what's in your backpack.
Charlie, Charlie 1, this is 1-1 Charlie. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, over. Fantastic. Miguel, you seen? You're up.
Smash that, bro. Free best section.
Give Miguel something really pointless to blow up, like a toilet or something.
Best section.
No, please. I mean, yeah, do it. I don't care. You will see the big explosion though. I think I was gonna place about 8 explosives.
Place an explosive.
Holy shit! I thought that was going to blow me. What the
Explosive
fuck?
set.
Scenario when you play with Ace on ArmA3.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
single
fucking
player
blow this.
scenario.
What the fuck?
It's called like Ace, man.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Valeria. Have you played it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to play.
Explosive mount.
Placing explosives. Oh my god.
To get on some fucking recorder, you know.
We 100% got to do some recorder.
I played it once. Fucking all for and that's it.
Definitely play this weekend. I'm off this weekend.
Right, I'll be down for a Reforger.
Yeah, man. You need to play it. I fucking paid for it and I played it once.
Yeah, I'll be
I've been the
Explosives
tutorial.
placed.
I'll be down for some Reforger as well. I need to figure out how to set my server up for Reforger.
We need to get,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
ask
Elden's got a
the
fucking dedicated
like the actual
server.
sector to do
Oh,
Reforger.
Yes, I
right
do.
this week.
Got rid of it.
Yo, am I still doing fucking anti-Stasi on her?
Oh,
Yeah, Anti-Stasi's still on it, yeah.
Oh man, fucking I didn't
What
know.
is it? The Combat Ops everyone. The
Fun as fuck when I played that
the
with you.
Rebel one. I had one of them dedicated, but I just
Ah, you
Never
mean the
played it,
server
really.
you had.
normally I just play on WCS.
Yeah, me and Phone4 uploaded into one of them.
Explosives armed.
Smack 'em
Armed.
this
A
time,
lot.
How many did he place? Oh my god.
How many did you place? Be honest.
Don't worry about it.
I won't lie, most of my hours on ArmA3 are fire.
Like you.
Charlie, Charlie 1, this is 1-1 Charlie. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, over.
Pretty much all my Armor 3 hours are in this unit, and I have 800 hours.
They're both
Well, actually,
exactly the
900
same.
hours.
What the fuck?
Yo, once you're in 1-3, you can't leave 1-3. That's the rule.
It's nice, good circle on me.
No, I was briefly in
Fuck off!
so
I've just disgusted myself for chat. I've got 2,000.
Give me a sec, Colin.
could be
No, no,
worse.
no, we're in a hurry.
Do you know,
If
do
you
you,
don't
know,
mind.
you know how many Sif has?
Cool. So just
Oh,
to
a
kind
lot,
of back
probably.
this off, just so we have enough time for the radio quals at the end. So the explosive we use is the M112. It's most likely to be used by a section member. This will be used to destroy
Oh my God!
obstacles.
Idiot.
How many?
What the fuck?
Wait, where is
So
Miguel?
just leave them to it.
Just leave him to it. Just fucking leave him to it.
The most. Right, okay, cool. Right. You'll armed. Sorry. You'll aim to use these on light to medium vehicles and ammo caches. It has a large kill radius but drops off very quickly. I would strongly recommend that your section covers the Grenadier from a minimum of 60 meters. So if you're an IC and you're blowing up a radio tower, get yourself set up in a sort of like support position or an aggressive position at a safe distance at a minimum of 60 meters. I'd recommend a lot more, but situations. But just make sure that they have cover while they go up and plant their explosive. Also, just a recommendation, no matter how much M112s you put onto that vehicle, an MBT for instance, it'll do jack shit. It might disable it and it might jump out, but I'd recommend if you see something that's big and chunky that you want to blow up, get FSG on the line. They'll be able to sort it out for you. For the M112, there's a 30 meters kill radius, so if that goes off and you're within 30 meters, you're pan bread. I found anything between 31 and 60 meters, you're going to get pretty badly hurt. Anything over 60 meters, you're going to get suppressed. So keep an eye out. It's got Sorry, my mistake. I got that wrong. So kill meters 31, between 30 and 31 meters, which is very tight. You're gonna get hurt, and then it just suppresses you up until 60. So anything between 31 and 60 meters, it'll suppress the fuck out of them. So it's got a really sort of steep cut off to how far away from the explosion you're gonna get hurt, but it does a lot of damage within 30 meters. So it makes you well out of that. And the reason we want the section at a minimum of 60 meters from the explosion is because that's where you get suppressed. So try and keep away from that. Okay, cool. Just gonna quickly heal Miguel. Nice one. Cool. Next up is the remote system. So, yeah. It's the M152 remote activation munition systems, or the RAMs explosives. It allows the operator to assign a code to individual explosives they place. You can have loads of them set up to that and you're fine. It's kind of hard to keep track of. They have an excellent range of 2,500 meters. So you can pretty much just go down there, place your explosives, and fuck off on the helicopter and blow them up there if you want to. It's entirely up to your IC. But yeah, they're really good for range. So now that that is done, I'm going to go through the lovely process of quizzing you. So yeah, who will I go first? Miguel, you're coming with me.
Yelled at me fucking grinding some
first if you
fucking
want.
weed or something.
My mistake.
Shush!
Does anybody have any questions before I continue?
Fuck. I'm gonna have to edit the stream now, you fucking whopper.
Roll
When you're
was one up. You streaming?
What did he say?
What happened? I missed it.
Nothing.
Absolutely fuck all happened.
Yeah, I did blank out a sec. I want to know. You're gonna have to edit a bit more.
Jesus
What
Christ.
did he say?
He's cooking dinner. He's
Yeah.
Under and that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Open up, FBI!
What the fuck? Right. Fucking hell. Right. Listen up. Anybody got any questions, comments, or thoughts about the explosives training?
No.
Fantastic. Has anybody got any questions, comments, or thoughts about the training in general before you go into the theory side of it?
It was a good training.
Thank you very much.
Shit.
Alan, you
Fantastic.
did a
Cool.
very good job.
I had a comment about the first part.
Yep.
The crossing smoke part. I feel like that could be done in maybe a little bit better place in a village or something like that, like a better TT section or something like that. But
Yeah, I agree. Cool. But yeah, thanks for volunteering for
really-
that. I'll stick it in my feedback at the bottom of a wee document here. Cool. Any volunteers for first?
I've got a suggestion.
Oh,
Yes,
me.
suggestion.
When we're doing firing the 40mm smokes, to have the wind change, strong winds, light winds, to see the difference in the smoke there, because not only you want to shoot up and downhill, you need to shoot left or right with the wind.
Yeah, that's a fucking fantastic point. Cheers. I'll get that. Change smoke direction. Perfect. Thanks for that, mate.
also,
That's a really good
I
one.
have a suggestion for that part as well.
Yep.
Maybe you could say the closest
Go ahead.
targets are 150 meters, the medium ones are 200 before we shoot, because I had no idea which targets to shoot at.
Yeah, good idea. Cool. Thank you for that. Any last ones before we start the practical? Or start the practical, the theory.
Take a picture.
Cool.
Can't.
Nice one. Who was it came up to me? Fucking again.
Got
Let's
it.
go.
Fuck, I couldn't take a
do it.
picture. God damn it.
I took a picture, it's fine.
Take it.
Cool. Let's go to Whisper.
Post it and
Sweet.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
What? I was going to ask you.
Can still
10
hear him.
questions.
You're shouting.
Oh, man.
Why? Why would you say that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Dude, you best fucking revise.
Because it's cheating.
Can you still hear me? Negative. No.
Brown noses, all of you. We can still hear you.
Yeah, we can.
You know what?
Facts.
I'm not that confident about these quiz questions. I should have fucking left it out.
I'm gonna get some numbers wrong. I know it. I know it now.
I hardly written down any of the fucking numbers.
I have written 0.
I think most of them I know, to be fair, anyway. I've been running with the fucking 40 mic for like 2 years now.
I've got all the numbers. Do you want some numbers?
I I asked McCarthy like
Nah.
which quals could ICs keep, and he's like radios, and that's
You're
it.
on
And I'm
Whisper,
like, but I use the Gren every single night in ARP.
Yeah.
Miguel, I'm gonna fucking shoot you right now.
I still might. I wanted to do the other one, but fucking it was busy.
Miguel, it's like bringing Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I was supposed to have signed up, but then I had to stay like at home looking after my
You
cat.
have no
for
idea what it's like.
longer than
What's
I
like in
thought.
1-1.
Hey,
It's like one on dumber.
Everyone getting a herringbone, Miguel running around. Do you want a banana?
I mean, he has done
That's
that.
just roach as well.
Not a lie. How did you know?
Hey, it's not only me.
I've got a
alright?
present for you.
It's a thing. It's a thing. All right.
It's like just you and roach.
Yeah.
At least your section is not called gang. Fuck me.
Is that what your section's called, gang?
No, they because like there's a new no, it's not a group anymore. It's a private. But since that person joined, we call this a gang instead of a fucking section. It's a gang. We are a gang now. Jesus Christ, it's fucking cringe.
Okay, we'll be the cartel Flinders, yeah?
Well, yeah, we'll be the cartel.
The cartel, I like it actually.
Yeah, I like it either. I like it.
Oh, come join 1-3.
Nah, I go 1-2.
I don't think it's a choice.
I think it is. Oh, you fucking hey, fucking pipe down, you.
Look at our TeamSpeak description. Literally below where it says
Watch what
1-3,
happens
it's
here,
got,
fucking-
"We are so sad." Oh, it reminds me, I need to do the new photo. I think I found a photo that I
No,
want to use.
run it through with us first, yeah?
Yeah.
Get
So,
Miguel back in there.
I think I found one. I need to like obviously edit it and get the names in. So
Canal Nails and Birmingham.
going to set up a short range first. This is pretty standard stuff. So yeah, just go to your Control P to open up your short range radio.
Boys, have a good
Put
night.
in channel 111, and everybody hit me with the radio check.
Bye-bye, Miguel.
111 radio check.
Good check. 111 radio check.
Good check on everybody.
Nice one. Next up, you use Alt P to open up your long range radio. And let me see. Let's. Fuck. Which? What do we even put on that? It's like 52.1.
52.6 is
Nice.
company.
Sweet. Yeah. So 52.6 is what you use for company net. So if you can please go to that and hit me with a cheeky radio check.
So if you hit Alt P and then you just enter the thing same as usual.
52.6 radio check.
Good check. 52.6 radio check.
Cool. And it's
So
control.
Miguel blew himself up. I think he's disappearing for the night.
So my channel 1 is already set to 52.6. How do I, if I press the numbers, it just changes channels? How do I change the frequency?
Yeah. So
Just like select it.
It's just like the normal radio. Double click on the number, type in what you want, hit enter.
Or if you want, like on the normal radio, the clear button, it's the one in the bottom left that says menu CLR.
Okay, how do I use my long range radio?
That's control and then the same comms as short range.
Yeah,
So like control
caps
caps and control.
Okay, can you hear me there, yeah?
Yep, can hear you.
Sweet.
Yeah, good check.
Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, so Alt P to open it, used for transmissions where distance. So a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen. So ICs and your boards to communicate with each other, you're going to use your short range radio on your specific section net. That there is basically